Hey, what's up? This is Kai Kawai. And if you have been debating on whether or not to get started on YouTube, then I have some advice for you from a new YouTuber to a new YouTuber in this video. Hey, so welcome to my channel. Here, shake your head out. Gotta be more enthusiastic and, okay, hold on. Forget all that crap. The number one thing they don't tell you about being on YouTube as a new person is how freaking hard it is to look natural in front of a camera. If you're not used to staring into a little lens and talking and stumbling over your words and sounding really hypey or salesy, or maybe you sound like a robot, it sounds like you're reading from something. I mean, that's a skill. If you see somebody reading or you think they're reading from a teleprompter and they make it sound smooth like they meant to say all that stuff, then they are good. That's the number one thing that they don't tell you about YouTube. It's hard to just look natural. Now, that's what I'm doing right now, but you guys don't see behind the scenes how many times I messed up, how nervous I was. Heck, I'm still nervous. But I don't want that to dissuade you from following whatever passion you have or following whatever dream or motivation you have for starting on YouTube. But just know that it's going to take practice. So here's a couple of things that I started doing, and I paid attention to some of the YouTubers that I subscribe to make my presentation a little bit better and to not sound so nervous and just trying to loosen yourself up. So that's one thing you can do is first, before you start rolling, you can rolling. It's a digital camera. You think you have to record and then stop and then start all over. Just press record, okay? And then get up here and shake your head out, loosen your face up, right, and relax. If you feel yourself getting nervous, something that I tried to do, or that I learned a long time ago in public speaking, was feel like you're gripping the floor with your feet, but through your shoes. Now, right now, I don't have any shoes on, so I am really gripping the floor or the carpet with my toes. But that's something to give you a solid base and make you feel more grounded. The second thing that I started doing was making an actual outline of what I wanted to say, starting with my main theme or the headline that I use, the description that I use for the video, or the headline that I use for the video. And I just make that outline to make sure that I deliver the important pieces that I said I was going to deliver or implied that I was going to deliver in the title of that video. And then the third thing I do is I practice. Now, it looks kind of funny. In my house, I have 2 daughters, a son, a cat, a dog, a wife, and it's hard to practice. So I have to find a place where I can go over those things and say it a couple of times. And what I do is I actually record myself doing that. Now, offline, I do sales every single day. And it seems like that's the easiest part to do for me, is get in front of people, but actual people, and talk to them about solutions for their businesses or their residences. And it just seems natural. But I know that business like the back of my hand. I eat, drink, sleep that. So it's real easy for me to do that. This is a whole nother venture. And, it satisfies a creative process or creative urge or need that I have to try to create something and be a content creator. But I teach salespeople how to do this and have posture, but it's hard in front of a video camera, or it's hard in front of a camera to do that. So anyway, you don't know how many times I messed up making just this portion of the video, but using those 3 things will help you get prepared. But practice or role play, whatever you call it, get used to hearing your voice by recording it. And what you'll learn is there's certain phrases you use that maybe sound like you're mumbling or aren't clear, don't come across on the audio very good. So you might be able to write sentences out that make more sense. Say the same thing, but use different phrasing to make it sound better or to make it more understandable, even make it more concise. The second thing that they don't tell you is you are everything. You're the mastermind, the creator, the writer, the makeup artist, the hairdresser, But one of the things that is a skill that you're definitely going to have to learn, initially anyway, is how to edit your own videos. Now, I would say that anybody who uses a Mac or Apple products has a little bit of a leg up, because for work, I have used iMovie on an iPad, and that is probably one of the simplest programs that I have ever touched as far as editing videos. It's really, really simple. So I use a Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra to record my videos. You may be using a camera, or you may be using your iPhone or even your iPad. I think iPad cameras are a little bit less in resolution quality, so you might get better quality actually out of your iPhone. But so I have to record on my phone, and then I have a choice. I used to use a program called Androvid, and it's just it's just an app you can download in the Google App Store or Play Store, and I would edit my videos there. And it was hard for me though to import extra audio. And so what I do now is, what you don't see is I have a microphone here, and I record my audio into a laptop, and I record the video into my camera, and then I put those two tracks together in editing software and match them up, and then I use the audio I record from a separate microphone versus the camera microphone. And I made a video about audio quality. If you want to see that, I'll put it in the description below. I also have an upcoming video, an unboxing video of a new shotgun mic that I got, and the results I'm getting with that as far as audio goes. But just know that you're going to have to pick an editing software, and the simpler the better when you first get started. But you probably have, or you're going to watch a lot of different YouTube creators do different videos, and you're going to see cool transitions and how they move stuff around. And some people, like the ones that I think are cool, are they talk really fast and their transitions cut really super fast. So their videos they jump around, but they go really fast. Editing the videos, I found that there are certain things that you can do to make it easier in the process. So one of the first thing you can do is first find the simplest video editing software you can find. There's a couple of ones that are free out there. The one that I recommend if you're going to be using Windows is HitFilm Express. And if you're using Apple products of any kind, just get iMovie. It's the easiest thing that you'll ever use as far as cutting, pasting, adding audio, music. It's just super easy to use. Kind of envious because I'm not really an Apple guy. I use Android products, but they've got the simplest program to use for editing. The second thing you want to do is when you're recording, remember I said just press record, okay? But if you mess up, stop right there and then start over. But give yourself some space, so that way in editing you can go through and see where you messed up. You'll have spaces. You can cut that off and just eliminate that part of the track and get onto the area of your video track that is the part that you want to use. And you'll see that like splicing, trimming, those are all things that are common for just basic video editing. But it instead of having like 10 or 15 different files to download, just keep it all on one. And then that way on your timeline, most editing softwares have a timeline, and it shows your audio underneath, and it spikes and does little things like that. So you'll see where you stopped and you started. So if you just pause for a little bit and then redo what you were going to say, that will help you edit your video and jump around to the parts where you know you messed up, so you can just cut those out right away. You may know that you tried a certain piece of your content 3 times and the third time was the best one, or maybe you liked the second one and the third one. In editing, you'll be able to look at that and make up your mind then. And you could actually make 2 different videos. You could upload them both and try them and see which one gets more views. But editing's going to be a part of your life initially. Now, there is a place that you can hire an editor. I don't have any experience with that because right now I don't have that many subscribers, and I have a few videos. I was proud that one of them got over 500 views. That's a big milestone for me. It was one of my goals, and But I'm not going to pay anybody to edit my videos yet. Maybe someday when I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and I need to make more content or up how many videos that I put out per week. But that's something to be thinking about. They don't tell you about that. Like, how do you get your videos on YouTube? It's not as easy as just record it really fast and upload it. I don't know anybody personally who can record in one take and it's perfect and it has everything that they want it to look like, and they can just upload it. I think the final thing that is hard for any new person, new content creator on YouTube is understanding how you get your videos watched. Like, how do people find your videos? And when you look at people who have, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you do a search for a title or some content that you're thinking of creating and someone's already put it out there, you may get discouraged because when you put your first video out there and you don't get 100 views on it when you first put it out, that can be discouraging. But what you have to understand is when you first put content out, nobody really knows who you are, and maybe you don't even have like your channel set up so that when they find you and then maybe click on your name or your brand, however you have your channel set up, and they go there and there's not even a profile picture or there's no channel art or anything there that helps them understand what your channel is going to be about, then they might just click right off. Unless you are making content that solves a very specific problem that a lot of people are looking for, and maybe it's a trend, maybe it's relevant, like right now, today, everybody's searching for that, then yeah, you may get some views that way. But start with, don't take too much time thinking about what's the first video that you're going to create. Whatever that title is that's relevant to the people in your niche or to the people who might be your viewers, keep it simple. Know the purpose of the video. Like, what are you going to do? You want to entertain them? You want to inform them? You want to teach them? What is it that you want that content to do? And make it really, really specific. And think about some of the things that you have searched for in the past and type those into YouTube. And what will happen is as you start to type that, it will suggest some things that people have already searched on. And if you take it one more step, you may get that one person that is looking for that video that it really helps. Okay? And then they may know other people and they will share it with their friends or other people that they know, because usually, right, if you have a friend, you guys have a lot of similar interests. And so when people look for something specific and they find something that was really helpful or they thought was, exactly what they were looking for, they'll share it with those other people. So you get a double whammy there. One, you reach a specific person who's looking for that. There's no doubt that they're going to find that content. And then two, they're going to share it with their group of people, and you may start growing an audience based on just their friend base. And you might understand this, but like there's billions of people watching videos every single day, and so if you put it out there, man, you don't know how many people can your message or your content can resonate. So I can't say this enough. Press record, make your content. It's not gonna be as good as you want it. It's not gonna be as polished as some of the people that you see out there, but you can't compare yourself to somebody who's been doing this a long time. Start building your library of information or entertainment or motivation or inspiration, whatever it is that your passion is or that you're going to be doing on YouTube. Start building that library. Give people a reason to find you, and then continue to watch your content. And as you start doing that, like to be just totally transparent and honest, if you click on my profile right now and you go to my channel, you're going to see I only have 13 videos out there, and I'm learning each time, and hopefully each video gets better. But I spend a lot of time getting ready to get ready, if that makes sense. I have to have the lights, or I have to have the right gear. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. Don't get too mixed up in that. Maybe a couple of simple photo lights. Use your phone if you have to. A tripod's good, and a good audio device, a good microphone that you can use to record. those are really the basics. And if you don't have a lot of money, you don't want to invest that, just make sure you have some good natural light coming into a window, in a room that maybe has some lighter walls in it, so you can get some reflection off those to make your room so that you can see yourself good, or that your viewers can see you really good when they're watching your videos. So just get started, start recording, build that library. Don't be discouraged by that. And, man, hopefully some of the folks that are watching this get some value out of it. If you did, like the video, please. That would help my channel out tremendously. And I've got one final thing. Sorry, I don't mean to be long-winded, but one of the things that would have helped me when I thought I was going to start doing this, because actually this isn't my first channel. I started another channel and it was in a different niche, and I put several videos out and then kind of went away from it. But then I found a book called YouTube Secrets, and I'm going to put a link to it below in the description. And I wish I had this book in 2012. And actually, it's been out for that long. I just didn't find it. I wasn't serious about it. So if you're serious and you want a shortcut to how to get better and how to be more efficient at starting your YouTube journey, click the link below in the description for YouTube Secrets. You can find it on Amazon. I have it on Kindle, and I mean, I've highlighted it and made so many notes and saw all the mistakes that I made trying to get ready for this, and now I kind of have a better understanding and guideline of what I need to do to grow, and now I'm just learning how to be more efficient, finding the right time. But this book is tremendous. It's a lifesaver. It's about 192 pages. You could read it in a weekend and start making some goals for yourself, and already be 100 steps in front of most of the people who just get on and start making videos and not understanding what they could do to build their channel from day one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found value in this. See you in the next video.